This video is dedicated to all the Black men that smell good. We appreciate you. Our guest for today needs no introduction because he does not want to be perceived, but he is probably the #1 fragrance expert that I know, and I feel like it's important to share his knowledge with you. My first question for you is, do you believe fragrances can shape a person's mood or behaviors, and why?
I would say absolutely. When you smell good, it's that added extra layer. So like, fragrance is a part of your fit or it's part of your outfit. That's like the last layer that goes on top. Obviously, you always want to wear confidence, but when you have on whatever fit you have, and you have on something that smells really good, you spray it in the proper place, it allows you to walk outside with that extra confidence that you didn't have right before you threw it on.
When you say proper place, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
What would be the proper places to spray your fragrances?
Oh, one of the places that I've added on recently was the area behind, like on the neck behind the ear.
Okay.
Because that allows you to not go as nose blind versus spraying like on your neck or in the chest area. You constantly have that smell wafting up into your nose.
Okay.
So by having this here, you still get to smell whiffs of it. Also, I would say on the backs of your hand, because as you move your hands all the time,
Mm-hmm.
so like as you move through, you
it's
still
like
get the
experience.
Right. You obviously want to hit your arm areas, like your pulse points,
Mm-hmm.
but even too, I don't know if this is proper, but you want to try to hit like the shoulders,
Okay.
or like the back sides of your shoulder, because
Okay.
all of these are involved in some type of movement. So as you move, that smell wafts through the air.
Okay. Are you somebody that is opposed to going to bed with your fragrance on? I've seen different conversations around that on the internet.
Nah, not at all. There's plenty of fragrances that just add that certain extra element to the comfort of your bed. Sometimes when you just lay down, if you catch like a slight smell, something in the air, and it's just like,
Yeah, because I do it.
Yeah.
It relaxes me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps me sleep. I'm like, ooh.
right, exactly. So imagine you that smell you catch, but like just every time you roll on the pillow, you get to kind of smell it again. So like you might wake up in the middle of the night, you roll over, and just like you take that deep breath,
and it puts you at ease.
Yeah, you go back to sleep. You have your things like lavender, your light citruses like bergamot, things like that.
So what I really wanted to ask you was, what do you think makes a fragrance timeless?
If you smelled it as a kid, and then you smelled it maybe as adults, and it still does something for you amongst whatever new fragrances you might learn about, new things you learn along the way, but something that just carries with you. You may not wear it anymore, but like even still, you might just have a bottle for sentimentality.
So it fits in every phase of your life, basically.
Yeah, best examples are like Polo Sport.
So you brought some of your favorites today from your collection. Let me know which one of these you would consider a timeless scent.
I want to go with the Gap, the original. I've been wearing it since I was an undergrad. I got it at Crossgates Mall in Albany. I smelled it then, and I remember I was like, okay, this is official. I was very heavy on the Gap, so I was like, this is my good white tee scent. I can wear this whenever I have on a good sweater. It's a good sweater scent. For years, I couldn't find it, so it always kind of had a memory ingrained. I smelled someone else one day, and I was just like, wait a minute. That was it. But when I went up to them and asked them about it, they told me that they had on Santal 33 from Le Labo, and I was like, yeah, no, this smells good, but it's not the Gap. And that timelessness, like it smelled good then, and I think it still smells good now. Like,
this is nice.
What are you feeling what is that giving you when you smell that?
Fresh, clean,
a little woodsy,
but classy, and
yeah.
It's something that you could wear to work and then out to drinks after. And
right.
Yeah, this is nice.
And it might have been a little old or whatever when I was wearing it then, but I liked it then. And that's me as an undergrad. I feel like I could wear that to work and wear that, like you said, out to maybe happy hour after work, even now at my current age.
And just like any other area of beauty, fragrance is a business. So what is one thing you would change about the fragrance industry if you could?
I just think the people that are telling the stories. You tend to have kind of people that are not boxed in, because there's a lot of different people, you know, such as content creators. You have people that do marketing, advertising, but I still, me personally, as I look through content and, you know, see the people that tell stories, I don't personally feel like there's anyone out there that I super directly connect with. But there are a few people, like as I kind of learn more and start to follow more people online, there are more people that I do identify with. Shouts out to Bones Brigante,
Okay.
big fan. It's just finding people that are regular, or just not regular. So yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't want to say regular, but people who, when you watch what they have to say, it feels familiar.
Okay.
Like you can feel like this is someone I would talk to on a regular. This is not just someone that I follow or look at or pay attention to just because they do fragrance. Remove the fragrance from it, I would still talk to this person.
Okay. So more so personalities who happen to be interested in fragrance.
Right.
Okay.
As opposed to someone that I'm looking at just because they give me fragrance.
We are going to play a game where I pick up a fragrance from his collection and lets us know where he would wear them to. Where are you going?
Okay. That's not just because it's banana, but just like the richness of it. That's real dark color polo.
Okay.
And when I'm thinking dark color polo, I'm thinking an after work event. I may go home and change. I might have bought a, you know, change of clothes to the office if need be. But I'm definitely wearing that to like an after work event. But I might also be going to the bar afterwards.
Okay.
Because I don't want to stay at the work event for long.
You trying to pick up the ladies? Or you chilling?
That's a bonus, but okay. I'm really just I'm there chilling. Like I'm at the work event, okay, and then I'm meeting my peoples at the bar. I'm not the biggest fan of that bottle, by the way.
Why?
It's a little
impractical, gaudy.
Yeah, like it's a little extra. Like Rabanne tends to kind of have those types of bottles, like
statement pieces.
I mean, I don't know what kind of statement they're trying to make, but like they got like the Invictus soccer trophy. But anyway, that's not the point of the question.
Where are you going?
Right. That's maybe Saturday afternoon, okay, Sunday afternoon, in the fall. Still here. I mean, every scenario we talking about, we still here. I'm not.
Here is New York.
I don't want to be.
I'm
not gonna be anywhere else. But that's Saturday, Sunday afternoon. Definitely going to like Union Square Farmers Market. I got my tote with me. Okay. Getting some fresh produce. There's a honey and a hazelnut. It's earthy but sweet.
Yeah. It definitely, the fragrance does not match the bottle.
Nah. And I'm happy about that, because like I'm not a fan of the original 1 million in that gold bottle. Okay. You've seen it.
Yeah. This is smooth. It feels like a wise person is wearing this.
I mean, I'm not that, but
yeah, it feels like, for me, it gives library to go and read the book you just wrote, the Times bestseller you just wrote.
Some kind of bag is on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Whether you're going Farmers Market or to the library.
Yeah, satchel.
Some brown leather. Yeah. It smells like light brown. I know, walk with me here. I know smells don't equate, but if I could give it a color, I'd say maybe like a lightish brown.
And see, I give it forest green.
See, that's crazy.
Yeah, because when I think of wisdom, I think of like tortoiseshell watches and light. I mean, not light green. Forest green.
But you see what you said? You said tortoiseshell.
Yeah. Doesn't
tortoiseshell kind of have like a couple variances of brown in them?
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
I like that a lot. Where are you going?
I tend to think of like night, like beach night. like if I'm going if some type of like bonfire type of situation,
Okay.
real quilty.
We have beaches in New York, by the way.
They not the cleanest, but
No, not at all.
it is what it is. Shout out to Rockaway though. Shout out to Rockaway Beach. It's definitely like a beach bonfire type of situation. You have your quilt, you may be with your people, or you might just be with one special person. Either way, that's something that I can see wearing there.
My final question has to do with kind of tying it into men's grooming.
Mm-hmm.
How important do you think it is for a man to have a signature scent?
If you care about how you present to the world around you, that's just a part of it. You may have a favorite sneaker, you may have a favorite like jacket, but like I think that fragrance is one of those. Obviously, it's material, you can hold it in your hand, but it's one of those intangibles because there's a tie between fragrance and memory that like tangible products themselves, such as clothing items and sneakers, don't have. A person can be not around you, they can smell something and they automatically tie it to you. You don't have to stick to one thing, but it is cool to kind of just have one thing that you are known for, something that people think of when they do smell you, or when they smell it, excuse me.
And I lied, that was not my last question, because
That's
you
fine.
telling me that just made me think of something else.
Okay.
What would you say to, say, maybe a 16 or 17-year-old boy out there who is looking to develop their fragrance collection, but to also find their signature?
I mean, everybody can't start the same way, but if you do have access, I would say start in your father or your brother's collection. Like plunder through their shit. See what you like. Just kind of spray a little bit here, spray a little bit there. Wave your hand around. Give that some time. Just let that be your base. And also, I mean, don't limit it to your brother and father either. I mean, see what your mom has. Like, we don't subscribe to gender fragrances. Like, if it smell good, it's gonna smell good, and it's gonna smell good on you. Start with like your immediate circle. Start with the people around you. Then from there, kind of expand outwardly. If nothing is really speaking to you, that's when you go to Sephora, go to Ulta, and
somewhere where you could take your time and just browse.
Where you not being sexually harassed by fragrance. Like, don't worry about niche either. Start with your regular designers and just kind of smell those. Get familiar with those. Familiarize yourself with fragrance families. Like, start to see how what
That's a big
notes.
word for Elmo. What that mean?
It's literally, you have like you've seen it online. You have like your fresh, you have your like gourmand things that smell like food.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Those are your families, and but you don't have to get crazy with that. Just familiarize like the types of groups, and just explore. Like that's the biggest thing I can say is just explore. Your nose will ultimately tell you this is the one. So just take your time. We've been smelling good since the pyramids and beyond. Before that, like, we'll smell good long after that. There's no rush.
And on this table, what would you say is your favorite? It's like asking to pick a favorite child.
Yeah, like, why would you do? All right, I don't know why you would do that. You said my favorite one.
Yes.
But I'm kind of cheat. I'm gonna cheat a little bit.
Aww.
But it makes one smell. But it's a layer with these two. Different.
This does not even have a name on it. There's no title on it. It's just the Mercedes-Benz logo.
It's Mercedes-Benz Club Black.
Okay.
It's nothing that crazy.
Nothing that crazy.
It's less than $50.
Ooh.
It's nothing crazy. These are the layers.
Okay.
Compare the Mercedes with Parfums de Marly Pegasus. These both kind of have like a vanilla base. So regardless of how they sit, whether you put this one on first or that one on first, they'll kind of lay on top of each other without doing like a cross interaction that's jarring to your nose. It's my favorite combo.
I learned so much during this interview about fragrance, and I hope you did too. Thank you.